This transition is called the figure of eight. This is probably my favourite of the different transitions that we can do, and have fun playing with this one. So there's a few different variations of this movement, so I'll break down the first one. So we're going to go into the figure of eight 360. So with the 360, all the same usual cues apply. We'll just get set up. So shoulders down and packed down, nice and relaxed, hands in the navel, elbows tucked in, toes pointing forward. Quads are on, glutes are on, that's it, feet around about shoulder width apart. So from there, I'm going to do my 360. Once I've done my 360, similar to the front stack transition, we take one hand away, but what we do is we're actually going to do a reverse grip, okay? So I'm going to do a few reps to show you what that looks like, and then I'll break it down and show you in detail piece by piece. So first off, we do our 360. I want to bring this hand away, swing it down, and then back in to 360. Okay, so I'm going to break that down now. What we're going to do is, as we do our 360 over the shoulder, I might just grab a lighter weight actually just to slow it down. So as we do our 360, we're doing a two-handed 360. As I bring it back into the rack position, I take my bottom hand away, I take it to the top, thumb pointing down. Okay, so I've got a reverse grip, so my bottom hand, thumb pointing up, top hand is thumb pointing down. From there, I just use the momentum, let it do a bottom metronome, so like we did earlier with those metronomes. It's exactly the same movement. Okay, so I do my 360, I bring my top hand, so I bring my bottom hand, bring it to the top, thumb pointing down, use the momentum, let it come to the top, and then go again. So come over the shoulder, take my bottom hand, place it on top with thumb pointing down, let it swing, do a full rotation, and then go again. Okay, so I'll just do a few reps again to show you what that looks like. So we'll do a 360, change hand, over the top. 360, change hand, bring it to the top. Do a figure of 8, 10 and 2 as well. So the difference is, so the one we just did, which was our 360 figure of 8. So what we did was we did our 360 and then we took the bottom hand and took it to the top, and we did a transition this way. With our 10 and 2, what we're going to do is we do our 360. Okay, instead of taking the bottom hand and putting it to the top, the bottom hand stays where it is, and this time the top hand is going to be reverse grip, and we're going to swing back the other way. So we do our 360 over the other shoulder, and again, top hand just changes position, come back the other way. Okay, so that's your figure of 8, 10 and 2. Next, we're going to go figure of 8 single arm 360. Exactly the same movement. This time we're just going to do it with one arm. Okay, this one really sort of feels natural because we've got that one hand now ready to catch it. If you think what we did earlier, we did our 360 and then the top hand just comes on top and does that bottom metronome. Okay, so that's the same when we're doing our figure of 8 single arm 360. So all the usual cues apply, feet position forward, hand in the navel. We're going to do our single arm 360. This time when we're bringing it back into the rack position, thumb pointing down, do our figure of 8, flick it over, and then again go across into that single arm 360. This is a real fun movement. I like this one. Okay, so that's your figure of 8 single arm 360. All right, last off, we're going to do our single arm figure of 8, 10 and 2. Okay, so it's exactly the same as we did our 10 and 2 earlier. The only difference is, okay, we're taking one hand away, so we're just doing it with one hand. So we just did our single arm 360 figure of 8. So with our single arm, we did our single arm 360. We brought this hand across and did our metronome with that opposite hand. This time, I'm just going to bring the other hand now to stabilize while I change grips. So I'll show you what I mean. I do my single arm 360. Okay, I'll bring the other hand in just to stop the mace. Then the right hand is going to reverse the grip, and I'm going to metronome on that side, do my 360. Again, this other hand just comes in to stop and stabilize the weight. Other hand switches. So you're just going to go from side to side. So I'm going to put that together now. So we do our single arm 360. I'll stop it with that hand, reverse it over the other shoulder, stop it with this hand, reverse it over that shoulder. Okay, so that's your single arm 10 and 2 figure of 8 transition.